Hey, what's up guys? Back with another stream, this time X-Plane 11. And looking forward to it. We're at Oceano, going to be in PilotEdge. And going to be doing some pattern work because I've been neglecting my pattern work. And now that I'm flying the Cirrus SR20 much more, I need to practice up on my landings with this plane and get as good as I am. You know, I feel like I'm really good with the C172, and I need to be right on with this plane too. So I'm just going to do some pattern work today, and what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to pull the chat window into the cockpit, which will make things a little bit easier, and hopefully that'll work today. We'll see how that works, but looking forward to this flight, guys. So thanks for joining. And again, we're in X-Plane 11 in VR with Oculus Rift using FlyInside, and on PilotEdge right now. So we're at Oceano L52 if you want to join us. We're live here. If you want to join me at the airport and do some pattern work, that's fine. But yeah, all connected up with PilotEdge. So let me get in the cockpit here. All right. All right, we'll keep the music on while I'm getting things started up here. So, all right, let's go check out the outside. Oh, I just wanted, before I start here, thank you to Donovan Young, my first Ace level Patreon sponsor, $10 Patreon level sponsor. Thank you very much. And I've changed things up a little bit. Before I was going to put Ace sponsors in on the CS172, but since I'm really going to be flying this plane more, this is really my go-to plane. I'm going to put anybody who sponsors at the $10 level will get their name on the wing of the Bambino SR20. So there it is, Donovan Young. Donovan, thank you very much. You can see right there by the fill-up tank. And you know, Patreon sponsorship isn't necessary, but it's certainly appreciated, guys. So thank you to Donovan, and we'll get going here. So let's see. Before I do anything, let me try to pull this window into the cockpit. So let me see here. Well, actually, you know what? Let me get things started up before I do that, because I have problems with the mouse. Let me get the battery on. 2 batteries on. Mixtures in. And I don't know why my avionics are on. They shouldn't be. Okay. Mixtures in and props at about 25%. Let's open up the door here. Yeah, we'll open up. Yeah, we'll leave it closed. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. All right, clear prop. All right, we have a good start. Throttle back to idle. And let's go alternator on, avionics on. All right, we're going to bring up our checklist. We already started the engine, so oops, checklist next. Starting engine, we did all that. Avionics on, engine parameters, we're going to monitor, disconnect power. Okay, good. So let's next. Flaps to 0. Radio as required. So we're going to be on 127.7. Already got that set up. That's our CTAF frequency. And on COM2, I got 120.6, which is ATIS at San Luis Airport. And I've got the 121.5, which is the common channel on PilotEdge, just so we can listen in case someone wants to talk to us. We want the transponder on altitude at 1200. So they can see us. Let's get our nearest airport on. Don't really need it, but I like to have it in. Inset on, declutter that. Well, we can. Okay, inset is on. All right, let's get our nav lights on, strobe lights, and pitot heat on. Okay, we're good. We're good to go here. All right, so we'll do our run up once we get to the runway there, and then or the runway. Hey Donovan, thank you very much, man. Yeah, well that's okay. I think it looks really cool there, man. Looks really cool there. But yeah, thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. And you had a question about trying to remember. You put a question in chat, and I answered your question. Not in chat, in the comments. Oh, the tape. So it's basically tennis racket grip tape. All right, it's this stuff right here. Gamma tape. I got it on Amazon. 3 rolls for like $6 or $7. And you know what? I put this on here, and it just gives it a little bit of softness and a little bit of feel. So just you're not touching hard plastic all the time. That's really the only reason why I did it. So thought you might be interested in that. All right, let me just see here. So we got everything rolling here. We're gonna do our run up once we get to the runway. Runway 29. It's a left pattern here at the Oceano. And I think this is actually one of the new airports that came out in 11.05 in X-Plane, which is nice. So we're going to set our heading bug to, looks like we're already set to 290. Need that set up so we can do our proper patterns. And yeah, so it's going to force me to improve my landings, and that's what I want. Let's just check this. Oh, you know what? Let's get some decent amount of gas in the tanks here. Yeah, you watched that vid. Cool. I'm glad you did. Glad you did. Oh, what happened here? Did I? For some reason, X-Plane is running really slow here. Just gonna make sure I got enough gas in this puppy. Let's check the frame rates. I was getting a lot better before. 18. I was getting 28 before. Why is what? I don't understand what the difference is. Maybe it's because I'm facing that way. I don't know. It's weird. There's trees right there. Who knows? All right. So we're at 0 altitude here. So pattern altitude is going to be 1,200 above sea level. So we'll try to keep that in mind and try to do a good job here. I turned the clouds on because I wanted to see if the cloud flickering is still taking place. So we shall see. Although I do see a little flickering out there. All right. All right. Enough is enough. Let's get in the air. All right. So we're going to get my taxi on here. Tell you what. Let's turn on comm. Now, what I like about this plane, in fact, let me turn off the music. No, I don't think it's the streaming, the frame rates. I think it's, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I get really good frame rates, sometimes I don't. Because I don't think the streaming is going to affect the frame rates in X-Plane.
San Luis Co RGNL information Romeo. 1900 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 12,500 few, temperature 23, dew point -15. Altimeter 2939. Arriving runway 29, departing runway 29. Advise on initial contact, you have Romeo.
Now what I like about this Cirrus is that it's got 2 mic buttons, so I can listen to COM 2, and when I'm speaking, I'm not speaking on COM 2, and that comes in handy on 121.5, which is the common channel in PilotEdge, which I'm going to switch to right now. And let's just see if we... there's a lot of people on PilotEdge right now, so we'll probably hear some people. Wow, ooh, easy for me to say. That was some sneeze. Getting over a cold. Just getting over it. It was really almost 3 weeks with this damn cold, man. It was nasty. All right. But I'm feeling a lot better. Okay, so I think we're ready to taxi now. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, taxiing to runway 29, Oceano. We are really talking on PilotEdge now. Yeah, the frame rates from one time to another. Let's just see here. There's up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I can't obsess myself over frame rates. I just can't. As long as the feeling is fun of flying, that's what's important. All right, so I'm going to attempt, after I do the run-up, I'm going to attempt to put chat in the cockpit here, and hopefully, I'm thinking, because usually what happens when I put chat in the cockpit, I don't have use of the mouse. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, crossing runway 29, Oceano. All right. This is a narrow taxiway, for sure. Take a look. Ooh. See that when I lower the throttle, things go to the right. Let's just take a look at me here. Oh, there we are. Oops. I don't know what that's going on there. Let's get back in here. Here we go. Sometimes that mouse gets a little flaky on me. Yeah, so I decided that this is going to be my plane of choice. I do like the 172. I like the REP 172. It's a lot of fun to fly, and I'll fly it from time to time, but this is my plane of choice. I just really like this plane. Just have such a great field of view. It just looks cool. You got the glass cockpit. I don't know, I really like it. More modern. All right, let's get over here to the run-up area. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
All right, let's get to engine. And let's see, we got our tanks are full, so what we want to do is we want to be up to 1700 RPM. It's harder to get it there when there you go. Just right, that's good right there, 1702. All right, let's go to right. All right, drop of about 120 RPM. Hopefully that's right. Back to both and back up this. I don't hear any sputtering, so have to look in the manual and see if that's right. Back down to about 110. Okay. Back to both. And back to 0. Okay, we'll assume that's okay. Got plenty of juice. It's not showing our nautical mile range. I wonder why. We got 37 gallons in the tank. And we're good to go. All right, cool. So we're gonna want flaps at 1 when we take off here, and that's pretty much it. So I got COM 2 on. I'm not sure why I don't hear anything on COM 2, but we'll keep that on. And let me try to bring the. I'm gonna try to bring this chat window into menu. Let's see, what do? I go to sim, import window, and I'm pretty sure it's this guy here. No, this guy. Add. Enter simulator. There's my chat window. Let's grab it, and I'll put it right over there. And hopefully that will work. Now, I don't think my mouse is now working. Good. That's good to know. Okay, let's hope that if that stays the same, I'll be really happy. Really happy. All right, cool. Everything good to go? Let's see. Seatbelt on, doors closed. Actually, let's do our checklist, right? Pre-flight check, pre-takeoff checklist. Doors closed, cap handle. Okay, make sure that that's okay. Yep, that's the caps handle. That's the power. The seatbelt on. Fuel quantity is good. Fuel selector is good. Fuel pump is on. Flaps are at 1. And let's see. Transponder is set. Autopilot, we don't need that. Navigation, we don't need that. Cabin heat, good. Brakes are good. Power level is good. Alternator is good. Voltage, good. Navigation lights are on. And landing lights are on. We check the magnetos. Engine parameters, check. Power lever is good. Vacuum is good. We check that. Inflate, all the instruments are good. Trim is good. Autopilot's good. Cool. All right, so everything's set. And hopefully, it's great the mouse is working, because I never have the mouse working. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, departing runway 29, closed traffic, Oceano. All right, so we're just going to be doing some pattern work with left pattern here. Nice. Very nice. Nice having chat in there. I just hope that continues to work. Okay, we are good to go. We got our flaps to 1. Yep. And everything's set. Heading bug is set. Let's do it. P factor. Get our plane back. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's a little squirrely. All right, we'll get her in the center line. 56, 58, 60, at 65, and rotate. Nice, easy up. Beautiful. Keep her level. Flaps up at 85. I don't know why we're losing altitude here, or losing the airspeed. I'll just put them up. All right. Climbing up. Once we get out of the ocean, Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta.
7 Papa Golf, contact Santa Barbara Tower 119.7.
Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left. Crosswind runway 29, Oceano.
127 Charlie, over to descend via Lagos 1 arrival.
So we're just listening in on 121.5.
Yeah, I was looking at it, it says 2, and I said 1.
All right, there's our...
4 Papa descend via Lagos 2 arrival.
There's our turn there. We're going to just take a little bit out here. Fly out a little bit. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left, downwind, runway 29, Oceano.
Delta, clear for takeoff, wind 150 at 7.
Alright, so now we're at 1,000, which is almost at the top of the pattern here. Just settle that out. We're going to hit the flaps. We don't want to, because we don't want too much speed here. Because we're going to be landing again. We're going to do a touch and go. I'm going to turn COM 2 off. So happy the mouse is working with that window. That's so good. Someone type something in chat so I can make sure it's working. That would be great. So now we're going downhill. Once I get to this brown area, I'll hit the base turn. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 320 Tango Delta, turning left base, runway 29, touch and go, Oceano. Alright, we'll do our left base turn. We're at 100 knots. We can go full flaps here, slow her down. Going downhill. Here's our runway. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 320 Tango Delta, turning final. Runway 29, Oceano. Touch and go. Alright, coming right in there. We're full flaps. 96. Got that stupid tree right in front of the runway. I hate that. But this is the airport. This is the airport I've done the most pattern work on. Thanks, man. I'm glad the chat's working. 95, 93. We're going to have to slow her up here. We're doing a touch and go, so. $82, $80. Little fast. Not quite as proficient with this plane as I am with the Cessna, but I'll get there. Just takes practice. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left, crosswind 29, Oceano. All right. Beauty. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 320 Tango Delta, turning downwind, left downwind, 29, Oceano. Trying to keep my coordinated turns here, but I do have to climb the hill a little bit. All right. There's my airport. Let's hit the flaps to 1. So Donovan, just curious, do you fly in VR? You may have told me that and I don't remember, but I would like to remember this time if you're doing VR flying. Do a little bit of a longer one. Try to get out over this sand dune here. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left base for runway 29. Touch and go, Oceano. Full flaps. Student pilot, awesome, awesome. And you do fly in VR. Which headset do you use? Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning final runway 29, touch and go, Oceano. that was a good sequence right there. I feel good about that sequence. Using a Havoc? What's... Sorry, Havoc VR? I'm not sure what that is. I'm curious to know what that is. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 320 Tango Delta, turning left, crosswind, runway 29, Oceano. You got the CHO quadrant too. Yeah, I just use these, the ones that are on the yoke. I do like this yoke though. It's pretty good. I'm waiting for the. I don't know if you heard of Honeycomb. Apparently, that's a new one that's under development. California. It looks really, really nice. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left downwind, runway 29, Oceano. One thing you have to be careful of with this plane is it does have a lot of speed to it, so you have to. Oh, you have an Oculus. Okay, cool. Gotcha. What I was saying is you gotta be. This airplane's really quick, really fast. So, you know, when you're doing pattern work in this Cessna, it's a little easier because it's not as quick. So you don't have to worry about the speed control. But here, I mean, you're up to like 120, like real quick. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 320 Tango Delta, turning left base for runway 29, full stop, Oceano. We'll do a full stop this time. Throttler down, full flaps on the turn. So let me ask you, Donovan, do you feel that the VR is helping your pilot training? Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning final, runway 29, full stop, Oceano. See, this is what I like about just about like 70, 80 knots. Like I should be like about 80 knots, not 90. I should be slowing down to 80. So maybe I have to use that turn, final turn, to slow the plane down. I mean, 75 knots is probably just about right to bring her in nice and easy. A little high here. That's the trick to this plane. When you have it feathered out, and you're go this way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stuck in the mud here. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. All right, come on. Yeah. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, clear runway 29, Oceano. All right, good. All right, hold on one second here. See, let's see. Oh yeah, using sim with VR, it helps tremendously. Great. You don't get the feel, but for practicing maneuvers, it really does help a lot. Yeah, I understand what you mean by feel. Like it's not, you don't get the G forces and all that stuff, the real, you know, the real stuff. But having that, I really think that having that 3D visibility is just is really helpful. Yeah, force feed. You mentioned the force feedback yokes. Pretty expensive though, right? For a force feedback yoke. I think you're like in the in the grand range to get something like that. This honeycomb yoke, I don't think it's force feedback, but it looks really nice, and it's like $200. And then they have a quadrant, throttle quadrant too, for like another 200. So 400, you have the whole setup. And what's nice about the yoke is it's got like 6 switches on it, and it's got an ignition thing. So that's pretty cool. But in any event, just want to check and see here. So now we're at 20. Oh, shit. I think I have to adjust the, I think I really need to adjust the sensitivity on these pedals. Set parking brake. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
All right, hold on one second here. Yeah, no one here at Oceano. It's always usually empty here. You guys are online and you want to come fly a PilotEdge, come join me here. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Yeah, the honeycomb, doesn't it look nice? I mean, they make it look amazing. Proof will be in the pudding, right? So I've actually I reached out to them, and hopefully I haven't heard from them, but I'm hoping to hear from them and maybe get an evaluation unit. I will tell you that I ordered a Thrustmaster 1600M flight stick, and what I'm going to do is put it right next to this yoke right here, okay? And that I'm going to use that for controlling this plane from now on, because in this plane you've got the single yoke, right, single-handed yoke right here. So I want to try to duplicate that. Right now I'm using a regular yoke, but I'm going to keep this here because I'm going to use the throttle and the buttons and stuff. I'm going to continue to use all those, but I'm just going to use the yoke for communication and trim, because he's got the hi-hat trim on it, and for flying, but not rudders, just ailerons and elevators. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting that, and that'll be a whole different feel. Probably take me 20, 30, 40 landings to get the feel of that. So anyway, let's get back up in the air here. Oh, we got a plane coming in. Probably a drone. Yeah, it's a drone. It's coming in fast. All right, here we go. Flaps to 1. Oceano traffic. Cirrus 328 Tango Delta departing runway 29. Closed traffic. Oceano. Let's get out of here. So I'm going to see if I can see any cloud flickering. $65 and rotate. Nice and easy. Flaps up. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left, crosswind, runway 29, Oceano. Let's see, you got the Thrustmaster 1600 with rudder pedals as well, but after getting the CH yoke, you don't use it anymore. Okay. Yeah, but hold on one second, guys. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left, downwind, runway 29, Oceano. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I want to try it with this plane because, like I said, it's got this plane has the single control, that single hand yoke right down there, as you can see, and I want to kind of emulate that. So, hoping it works out. All right, let's see. We're already up to 120, so flaps. Let's throttle back. Slow the plane down. Don't go too fast. You don't fly helos, military jets, or tail draggers yet. Okay, yeah. I'm sure at helos it's going to be great to have that. Oh, I also fly the gliders. So the glider is going to be great with the stick too. So that's the other reason I bought it. So Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left, base runway 29, touch and go, Oceano. Flaps to full. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning final runway 29. Touch and go, Oceano. Yeah, it's going to be weird landing with a stick. It's different, different feel to it because the stick is going to give you. Well, actually, I shouldn't have. Yeah, yeah. Never mind. It's going to have a different feel as far as the elevators. Ailerons, I guess, would be pretty easy, not easy, but will translate a little bit easier for me probably. Let's do our touch and go here. Wish they'd move that friggin' tree. I have a tendency to go to the left because I don't want to go through it. Flaps up, full throttle. And rotate. The SR20 still has a standard yoke. Only left half. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's right. But I want to try to emulate that, Flight tracking. Hold on one second. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left, crosswind, runway 29, Oceano. I'm using Flight Plan Go. Flight Plan Go on the iPad, and I'm using, what is it called? Air Server, I think, to bring the iPad onto my PC so you guys can see it. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left downwind runway 29, Oceano. All right, we're at 1,000. Top of the pattern here, almost 1,100. 95. We don't have any flaps, so we're doing 95, 100, 95. Try to keep it around 100. There's midfield, so let's start to go downhill. With the flaps. Yeah, Flight Plan Go. It's free. Very easy to use, and it works really well. I'm going to have one more circuit, and then I'm going to call it a stream, guys. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left base, runway 29. Touch and go, Oceano. Flaps to full. There's the train, there's the runway. 500. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning the final runway 29, full stop. Sorry, touch and go, Oceano. Yeah, if you use ForeFlight in real life, then I would use it in X-Plane too, since you probably have a license for it. So it's it's a little expensive. Was it $100 a year or whatever? But it is not. I think it's probably nicer. What would really be cool is if there's a way to integrate ForeFlight with the GPS on this plane. That would be really cool. But can't have everything. Yeah, I have a tendency to go to the left of that tree. To pretend it's not there. I kind of stalled a little bit there. All right, full flaps up. Oops, 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 oops. Rudders. Oops. Rotate. Yeah, you know what? It's less annoying if there's multiple people in here, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I should turn it off. What I should do is turn it off and then turn it on once I have more people. Sorry about that. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left crosswind, runway 29, Oceano. Yeah, it's not cheap, but yeah, it does a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, I don't know if you could do it with X-Plane's GPS. I don't think you could just like type in a flight plan and boom, pop it into the GPS. That would be awesome. But I don't think it works that way. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left downwind runway 29, Oceano. So I get my new stick tomorrow. I'll get a little flight time with it, and hopefully flaps, slow the plane down. Hopefully I'm gonna basically work on pattern work here, right here, and hopefully I'll get the hang of it. All right, cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't want it to be annoying. It's just, if you've got like a bunch of chat going, then it's kind of, it's kind of spread out and it's less annoying. Can't expect much on a Tuesday afternoon. But I'm not going to be on tonight because I'm watching the baseball game. Great World Series. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning left base, runway 29, full stop, Oceano. So how does it feel to have your name on my plane right there, dude? Pretty cool, eh? All right, flaps to full. $500 feet. Oceano traffic, Cirrus 328 gun Delta, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning final runway 29, full stop, Oceano. Easy for me to say. I gotta get back into the cat ratings. I'm at cat 4, I gotta get my cat 5. All right, let's make this one a good one. Now we're over the tree. Maybe that's better. Hate those brake sounds. All right. That's pretty good. What we do, about 6 or 7? Oceano traffic, a Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, clear runway 29, taxiing to transient parking, Oceano. Yeah, well, listen, hey, that's what, you know, I said on the Patreon page. I actually, originally I was going to put the names in the Cessna, but I like this plane better, so that's why we did this one. All right, cool. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
Okay, let's do our... Yeah, sounds good, Donovan. Thanks for checking out the stream. I appreciate it. And everybody else, thanks for checking the stream out. And we'll see you guys soon. So let me get this thing turned off here. So the procedure is... Where's my mouse? Come on, mouse. There we go. Procedure is... this goes to off. Mixture in. And we're going to turn off all the lights. And battery. And boom. And that's it, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. And we'll be back soon with another stream. And if you're watching baseball, enjoy Game 6 of the World Series. If I post this after Game 6, well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. So anyway, guys, have a great evening. Take care.